I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass bray.
For all time's sake.
Hi there. So no, I'm definitely not a makeup artist, but yes, I have been learning how to do my makeup. So I want to take you on this journey. Let's see how well I've done so far. So I'm beginning with my primer. I will do well to list all the products I'm using in the description box, so don't worry about that. So I'm applying my primer, especially to my T-zone where I get oily a lot. It's a mattifying primer. So that's what we begin with. And then we move on to my got to be gel. So I know it's a hair gel and I know they're eyebrow gels, but this works just as great. So I use that to put my eyebrows in the shape and direction in which I want it to stay, and then I leave it to dry. So it will dry in this state. The hairs of my eyebrows will not move for as long as I don't need them to. So yeah, I don't begin my makeup by doing my eyebrows. I mean, I used to do that, but now that I've learned, like I do it somewhere getting to the end of the makeup. I do not start with my makeup. So this is my LANCOME Foundation. It's a lighter shade than me. So I also use NYX Foundation, which is a darker shade. I mix both of them to get a closer, shade, and then I start work. So putting all that all over my face except my forehead. My forehead is the oiliest, perhaps the oiliest part of my face, so it tends to trap products. It doesn't allow me to blend properly, so I'm very careful about putting a lot of products on my forehead. So I go all over the bottom part of my face, and then when I'm done, the little product that is left on the brush, I just use that on my forehead. That makes sense, right? You see. Just trust the process. So let's start blending this foundation, shall we? Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm going in with my concealer. Now I'm going to highlight. I have the creamy oily concealer. I'll not use that for my forehead. I have another concealer which is a Nigerian brand. I'll try to figure the name out and put it in the description box. That dries very quickly, so as soon as I put it on my forehead, I have to blend it quickly, otherwise it will dry and become cakey. So I prefer that for my forehead because it's very drying. I use that. And then the brighter, creamier, oilier concealer goes underneath my eyes and all the other places I want to highlight, because that concealer is a lighter shade and I do love a bright under eye. So yeah, as you can see how creamy, how much lighter than my shade it is. That's for highlighting. And I could have used water to, wet my beauty blender, but I was feeling bougie, so, why not use the facial mist to wet the blender? Yeah, we love a bougie queen. So now it's time to blend. And we blend. This part is very important. We don't want any harsh lines, nothing of that sort. So I try to take my time with it. ignore the gymnastics I'm doing with my eyes and my mouth. I mean, when I'm underneath my eyes, I don't know why, but it just happens to my face. I roll my eyes up, my mouth cannot close, my nose is turned in another direction. I cannot explain it. Yeah. Just ignore it. Let's just blend. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Someone stop me. Oh boy. It's time to go in with my powder palette. Yes, time to go set the highlighting that I've done. So let's get ready on that. I first go in with a darker shade. I know I said I love a bright under eye, but you understand. Just watch. So I'm setting the highlighter with this shade first. And then we go in with a much lighter shade. See? Yeah, like the the brush is very thick. It has a lot of bristles. So when you place it on the powder, it traps a lot of powder. And when you put all of that on your face, you know, it could be more than you bargain for. So I like to blow on the brush to, you know, get rid of some of the powder. Sometimes I shake the brush. Yeah, but God, please do not do that when you're doing someone's makeup. That is so like unhealthy. Like, I don't know how I would feel if a makeup artist was on my face and was blowing her breath on the brush she was using on me. God, just these are my products, my own brushes, my own face. So, you know, I get to get away with it. And why was I applying this powder so confidently on my forehead? Like, I know what my forehead is capable of doing. I can already see the little patch on my forehead that refuses to blend. Like, the oil just holds on to it, refuses to spread it, and it's, you can see that shiny patch in the middle of my forehead. It's just there. Anyway, it's time to contour these baby cheeks. Yeah, I'm finna look like Bella Hadid when I'm done, you guys. So let's, you know, angle these cheeks. Let's sharpen them with the darkest shade in the palette, the darkest. So this is almost black. I just love to contour my cheeks. I mean, I love it. Contour all the places. So that's like, you know, casting a shadow on all the places I want to hide. So my cheeks, my big ass forehead, I'll contour the edges. Yeah. And then my double chin. Yeah, we're trying to eliminate that through exercise, and that's a story for another day. But for now, let's just contour it. So there we go. Yeah, it's time for baking the setting powder, the loose powder, whatever it's called, you know. So I'm going to bake this. Yeah, now this is what I mean when I say I love a bright under eye. Like, I love my eyes. Oh God, I want them to be bright beneath my eyes. So I'm gonna place this powder there and let it bake for a few minutes while I do the rest of my makeup. So we're gonna bake all the, oh God, not my forehead again. Like, oh boy, someone stop me if you can. I wonder what I'll do about my forehead, but you know, we'll figure it out, don't worry. So I guess it's all about knowing yourself and knowing your skin, knowing what works through practice and practice and practice. I have come to realize my forehead and a lot of products is just a recipe for disaster, but I'll figure it out. I'll fix it. Yeah, so reverse contour, and I guess I didn't bake underneath the contour. I'm just gonna set that quickly. Yeah, so blending, blending, blending. Go on, T, blend. And now it's time for the eyebrows. The gel I put on there, yeah, the gel is well dried. My hairs are set in a particular direction, so I'm just, using the pencil to just follow that direction, whatever direction I set it in. I do not do anything outside the shape of my brows. I just follow the natural direction of my brows and fill it in. Very light strokes, very simple. Okay, so it's time to use the concealer to clean these eyebrows, to shape them properly. So the lighter, creamier concealer I use for beneath my eyes, I use those for underneath the brows. And then I drag the concealer onto my eyelids. Yeah, as you can see. So we are shaping these brows properly. We are angling them. So now I'm about to go in with the darker foundation I used, the darker one. I'm going to use those for on top of my eyebrows, to angle the top of my eyebrows. I do not go in with the lighter concealer for the top of my eyebrows. That'll just create this whole halo effect. I just don't find it attractive. I do not want anything to be noticed on top of my eyebrows. It should just be seamless, match the foundation and everything. So I go in with a darker foundation and I use this for the top of my brows. Blending brush. It's time to blend the concealer I dragged onto my eyelids to prepare it for my eyeshadow. So I'm just blending all around the brows. Powder again. Yeah. I'm gonna use this to, finish up my whole face. Gonna use this to clean the baking powder and everything. Just clear up everything. It's time to put the whole face together. I'm sure they're like real makeup terms for the things I'm saying. I just don't know them. I don't really care to know them, but you get the point. I'm putting the whole face together. So yeah. Oh, you guys, you see my forehead, right? You see that little round thing in the middle of my forehead? That simply will not go away. We will take it away, don't worry. And I just realized I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm doing that quickly. With the darkest shade that I used for contouring, I'm contouring the sides of my nose, making it quite pointed as I can. Yeah, and then we continue putting the whole face together. eyeshadow. I love the JUVIA palette, and then the other one I've forgotten the name, but I'll put it down. So this time I just chose some nude colors. They were just shades of brown I used, just brown. So I haven't really, cared much for a very colorful eye look. I remember the first day I began learning the makeup, my friend Josie, big shout out to Josie, I love you. I'll put her handle below. She's a makeup artist. She taught me, she's amazing. So she asked me, do I want a full glam look or a no makeup? I told her I just wanted a nude look, something for an everyday, occasion, something like that. And she helped out. So like my makeup is always very, very laid back. I don't want it screaming. Who knows, one day when I'm going somewhere and I feel like it should scream, we'll see. I might film that, but for every day, this is always what I'll go for. Putting the shimmery brown on the lids now. Okay. Blending in a little. Good job, team. Blend around. And this is my favorite makeup product of all time, blush. I mean, I live for this, you guys. I always blend two colors. I mean, these two, I love them. I love how I look in them, and I'm very careful with blush because the colors are so pigmented. So just a tap on the colors and then you start building your way. It's better than really going in and then putting a lot on your cheeks and realizing you've made a mistake. Like just little by little. If you need more, you keep applying more until it gets to the point where you're okay. I prefer that technique. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. I'd rather be careful than sorry. So yeah, putting on these blushes. Ooh. Okay. And eyeliner. So you guys, funny thing, this eyeliner, I learned the technique on the day I was filming. So immediately I learned it. Now I had to come and do it again like I was some pro. And well, let's just say God came through. He did. I realized there were a few smudges, so time for concealer to go and clean my mistakes and make it very angled. That's what the concealer can also do. So I did it and then it was perfect. The line was sharp, perfect. Now going to the other side. Oh God, I'm so dramatic. Like, what was I even doing? Oh, okay. I actually think my eyes were tearing up. I mean, I can see it. So I'm not necessarily dramatic, but still. Concealer to clean whatever mistake. Yeah, make the line as sharp as possible. Okay. A little eyeshadow on any mistake on the eyelid. Let's see. Now my forehead. It's time to pay attention to that little circle over there. Blend, blend, blend. It's still not going. I was even asking the people around me to look and check for me, and it was just not going. So I decided to use my contour powder, the darker shade. I went in there and then I decided to use a little so that it would bring the bright color down. and I think that was just good. So now it's time for pencil, and I'm going to do my lips with it. I love this ombre look, so I go in very thick with the pencil. I do not overline my lips. I don't like that look at all. I'm quite okay with my lips. So I just line the shape of my lips, and then I go in with my bright red lipstick. I was very apprehensive about how bright red lipstick would look on me, but when I used it, I loved what I saw. So ever since then, it has become my favorite. I just love it. I love to go bold with it. Mascara by Maybelline. Love that. Oh, come on. With all the dramatics. Okay, so I guess I'm done. It's time for my finishing spray. I use the Urban Decay All Night. Love it. It makes the makeup stay in place. And then it dims down all the brightness. Everything just dims down perfectly. And there you have it, guys. So right now I'm left with two things. If you've noticed, I did not apply my eyelashes because I'm still shaky with that, so still learning. So two things: eyelashes and highlighter. How to apply the highlighter, it gets messy, so still learning those. When I improve, we'll film another one. So there you have it, my final look. I was feeling myself when I got home. I was so happy. Thank you guys so much. If you like this, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.